Hare Krishna. I'll be reading from One Step Towards Krishna. Mr. Lennox finds help. Mr. Lennox flew on a jet one morning to the airport where Gauranga Das worked. He got off and waited for his large suitcase. The jet opened from the belly and the workers unloaded its cargo. The suitcases were placed on many moving belts. Everyone picked out their bags, but Mr. Lennox stood waiting for 45 minutes. He could not find his suitcase on the moving belt. Then a stranger walked up to him with a Bhagavad Gita in his hand. It was Gauranga. Gauranga tried to show Mr. Lennox the book, but Mr. Lennox said, "I'm very busy. I can't find my suitcase." Gauranga offered to help, but Mr. Lennox said, "No thanks, I don't need your help." So Gauranga left him alone. Mr. Lennox was a very busy businessman. His stomach was a bit sick from the airplane ride. Mr. Lennox sat down on a nearby bench. His face turned white. He felt nervous. He was afraid he would be late to a meeting that day. Gauranga Das sighed when he saw Mr. Lennox sitting there, looking pale. How will he ever know about you, Krishna and Arjun? He wondered, looking at the picture on the front of the Bhagavad Gita. Gauranga went to the bag office. In the office, the lady told him that the missing suitcase was on a different conveyor belt. Gauranga came back to Mr. Lennox and told him what she had said. "What a mess! What a way to run an airport!" Mr. Lennox yelled out loud. Gauranga found a group of suitcases and looked at them carefully. He grabbed the big one that said, "Joseph Lennox," and brought it to the man. Mr. Lennox and Gauranga spoke as follows. Mr. Lennox: "Why, thank you, young man. You found my suitcase for me so nicely. Now, what can I give you for your trouble?" Gauranga: "No trouble. Just take this book which is called the Bhagavad Gita. Please." Mr. Lennox: "You want nothing? Good for you. Few people ever say that. But what are you doing in this airport?" Gauranga: "I'm passing out these books for my spiritual master." Mr. Lennox: "You like this work?" Gauranga: "Yes, very much." Mr. Lennox: "But wouldn't you rather be working to earn a lot of money? For instance, you could work for me in my business. You look like you have a good head on your shoulders." Gauranga: "This is interesting work, and as for money, the temple gives me what I need to live." Mr. Lennox: "You seem like some sort of a monk. Why don't you have a job?" Gauranga: "I work for Srila Prabhupada. This is his picture." He points out to a picture of Srila Prabhupada in the Bhagavad Gita. Mr. Lennox: "Can I buy you some lunch?" Gauranga: "No, I bought a banana." Mr. Lennox: "You must be kidding. What about a steak? I'll buy you one." Gauranga, coughing: "Steak? Sir, at the temple where I live, they are cooking a big feast for Krishna today. I don't eat meat." Mr. Lennox: "Well, who's Krishna anyway? Just because he doesn't eat meat doesn't mean you can't. Come with me and try eating what I eat." Gauranga: "Krishna and I, both of us don't eat meat." Mr. Lennox: My doctor told me to stop eating meat. Tell me, if I give you $100 for this book, what would you do with it?" Gauranga. I'd turn it into the temple. Mr. Lennox. No, no, no. For you, I mean. What would you buy for yourself? Gauranga. It's not my book. It's my spiritual master's book. The money I get for it goes to his temple. Mr. Lennox. Well, I don't believe in God. Who's that? He points to the picture on the cover of the Gita. Gauranga. That's Lord Krishna and Arjun. They are… Mr. Lennox. Let me have that book. If they are friends of a nice kid like you, then here, take $100 and let me read about them. He hands Gauranga $100 bill. I'm in a hurry, so long. Thank you. Hare Krishna.